I stood outside my apartment, keys dangling from my hand, the echo of my parents' words still ringing in my ears. Leave and never come back. The phrase played on repeat, a toxic mantra I couldn't shake. It had been 2 months since that explosive argument, and the silence between us had grown into a chasm I wasn't sure I could cross. I pulled my hoodie tighter around me, the spring breeze offering little comfort. My phone buzzed in my pocket. I knew it was my brother Sam, checking in again. He had been the peacekeeper, the one trying to bridge the gap. But every time his name flashed on my screen, the anger and hurt flared up anew. "Hey, Chloe," his message read. "Mom and Dad are asking about you. They miss you." I scoffed, my thumb hovering over the reply button. Miss me? Did they miss the girl they threw out like yesterday's trash? I shoved the phone back into my pocket without responding and headed inside. The apartment was small but cozy, filled with things I had gathered in my effort to build a life separate from them. I dropped my keys on the counter and sank onto the couch, staring at the ceiling. The fight had started over something stupid, as these things often do. My dad had made a snide comment about my career choice, my mom had chimed in with her usual passive-aggressive remarks, and before I knew it, we were shouting at each other, voices raised, old wounds torn open. Then, the final blow: leave and never come back. It wasn't the first time they'd been harsh, but it was the first time they'd been so final. Days turned into weeks, and the initial shock gave way to a dull ache. I threw myself into my work, my friends, anything to avoid thinking about them. But late at night, when the world was quiet, the words would creep back in, and I'd find myself wondering if I should reach out, try to mend things. But then I'd remember the look on their faces, the cold certainty in their voices, and the resolve would harden again. One Saturday, as I was cleaning up around the apartment, my phone rang. This time it wasn't Sam. It was Mom. I froze, the vacuum cleaner still whirring at my feet. My heart raced as I debated whether to answer. I couldn't avoid them forever, could I? Taking a deep breath, I picked up the phone. "Hello? Chloe, it's me." Her voice was softer than I remembered, almost hesitant. I wanted to talk. I stayed silent, waiting for her to continue. We overreacted. Your dad and we didn't mean what we said. We miss you." There it was again. That word, miss. How could they miss me when they had thrown me away so easily? "I don't know if I can just come back like nothing happened," I finally replied, my voice trembling. "I understand," she said, and I was surprised to hear a crack in her voice. "We hurt you, and I'm so sorry for that. We want to make things right." I sighed, leaning against the wall for support. "It's not that simple, Mom. You can't just say sorry and expect everything to be okay." "I know," she said quietly. "But can we try? Please?" Her plea hung in the air, heavy with the weight of all the unsaid things between us. I didn't know if I was ready to forgive, if I could let go of the hurt they had caused. But maybe, just maybe, it was a start. "I'll think about it," I said, and before she could respond, I ended the call. I needed time, space to sort through my feelings. I put the vacuum away and sat back on the couch, staring at my phone. Part of me wanted to throw it across the room, to shout and scream until the hurt went away. But another part, a smaller, quieter part, wondered if there was still a way to fix what was broken. For now I wasn't ready to go back. But perhaps in time I could find it in me to try.